So now you know a little bit about, well, you know, what's been said about me online, what's been said about my products and services, how much volume is there, how many people are actually looking for what I'm doing, what's the trend over time for that. Now the key thing is to understand, well, where are these people online? How do I get to speak to them? How do I know where they are, what sites they visit? There's a tool here called DoubleClick Ad Planner. We renamed it from Google Ad Planner, just to confuse me, I think. But we own a company called DoubleClick. And this is a tool that can actually help you understand two core things. The first thing is the types of people and the characteristics of people that go to individual sites. Now, if you're running site analytics, it will not be as accurate as your own site analytics, but it provides you a good overview of the type of people that come to your sites or any other sites that you're particularly interested in. And that will break down to aggregated demographic information, their interests, what other sites they're more or less likely to visit. So you can start to create a picture here. Then the other key use for this tool is around audience. So you can go into it and actually say, I'm interested in males from 35 to 45, that search for particular topics and subjects and are based in the UK or based in whatever geography. And it will actually then bring back to you the sites that those people are most likely to visit. So you can actually start to understand these are the characteristics of the people that come to my site or my competitors' sites. They look like this. Well, which other sites do they go to? Well, they're more likely to go to these list of sites. And then you can start to understand what content they're reading and then decide whether you need to have a presence on those sites or not. Now, this is a tool that was developed for advertising agencies, but again, is freely available to anybody that wants to use it. Graham mentioned earlier the YouTube channel, the Business Vision YouTube channel that's online at the moment. And YouTube and video is phenomenal. We've recently written a paper for B2B companies around the rise and rise of video and how important it is. But you can understand a huge amount of insight on any videos that you've got that you upload to YouTube. Has anyone got any videos on YouTube? Got their own channel, uploaded stuff? Okay. Well, there's a few of you. In terms of those of you that haven't got your own channel or your own videos on YouTube, you will have noticed that you can click a drop-down box, or you may have, that actually highlights and identifies the number of people that have watched that video, the timeline that they've watched it on, and also where those links have come from. So was it a search on YouTube, or is it from Google, or is it a viral, all of those sorts of things. So that's already starting to build up a huge amount of information on the people that are looking at those particular videos. And just to put this in the business context, there's 1.5 million searches, business-related searches on YouTube per day. So there's a huge amount of content on there, and people are going online to look for video content. In fact, TechTarget did some research, they're an IT publishing company, did some research last year that showed in the last 12 months, 49% of IT buyers who'd bought in the last 12 months in the UK had watched a video on YouTube as part of that buying process. If you have uploaded a video, you can actually get a huge amount of insight on who's watching it and where they're watching it. So you can see the demographic split, because most of the people that watch videos on YouTube are generally logged in and have profiles. You can understand the timeline when they were watching. You can actually see how long they watched the video for. And we worked with one company that had a really quite impactful video, great content. But we looked at the results, and it actually showed, there's more interest in the video at this, and then people dropped off. There was a huge drop-off about 10 seconds before their call to action on the video came in. So they'd spent all this money making this whiz-bang video, probably with Graham, and the call to action was being missed. So they were able to see this insight and then pull it back forward and change the video slightly to do that. So again, it provides really useful insight. In a completely different sector, in the music sector, there's a band in the US that had set tours on the east and west coast, and then realized by using insights on YouTube that in fact there were a whole bunch of people watching their music videos in the Midwest. So they then decided to add tours in that particular area. They didn't think they had a fan base there, but YouTube was, or the insights they gained from that were able to say that they did. The other thing around YouTube is YouTube audience as well. So you're able to go online and actually start to segment the characteristics of your type of audience. Understand, I'm interested in this type of people that are in this type of region, and use that to understand the type of video content that they're more or less likely to watch as well. So again, there's huge amounts of insights that are available, that are free, and that you can get hold of simply by going onto Google and searching for it. So this is all that information that you can get, the insight that you can get with people that may not have visited your site yet, your prospects that are out there. But another key element and a key takeout is about, well, what happens to people when they come to your website? How are they acting on your website? What are they doing? Where are they going? Where do they come from? Where do they go to afterwards? So can I just ask how many people in the room have got an analytics platform on their website? Okay, a reasonable number, that's great. I won't embarrass you by asking you if it's Google Analytics or not. And what we feel is really important is not what analytics package you have on your website, but you do have analytics. Because, I mean, it's your shop window. I mean, you have if you're not tracking anything, you'll have no idea who's coming to your website, how many people are coming to your website, and what they're doing on your website. And that's absolutely insane. So we'd recommend some basic principles around that, and it's obviously have an analytics package. Now with analytics, you can track everything and anything. Now, a lot of you, I believe, come from relatively small and medium-sized companies, and you probably don't have the time and the effort to trawl through analytics data. It's like running through treacle, there's so much of it. So just think about the core things that you're looking for from your website and what you want people to do. And then base some reports around that. So if a few of you have got transactional websites, for you it would be absolutely critical to understand that checkout process. So where in the checkout process are people falling out? Where's that leakage? Now something like 65 or 70% of